Morning everybody, how you doing? I had a great video lined up today. I was going to show you guys how I dehydrate fresh dill that I'm chopping down out of the greenhouse. Greenhouse is getting really full. I need the space. I just did a dehydrating basil video. If you guys haven't seen it, I released it yesterday. You should check it out. Super simple. Anyways, today we're going to shift gears. We're still going to dehydrate some dill, but I want to show you guys something, okay? Let's rotate this camera. Okay, so I had some damage on some of my dill, and I thought it was just simply because I had too many dill plants in there, and I thought some of it just wasn't getting enough sunshine, right? Or not sunshine, enough light from my plants, just because I had them really thick. And as I started going through it, just trimming out the bad stuff, right? Getting ready for running stuff through the dehydrator, I started to take a better look to see what I was getting into here. And we have spider mites. So I don't think the camera is going to pick them up. But anyways, what these little bastards are doing is they suck all the juices right out of your plant. I'm trying to get an angle where the camera will pick up their webs. Yeah, it's going to be really hard. No, it's not working. Okay, so those spider webs, they're, smaller than the head of a pin. And what they do is they breed like bastards and they suck all the juice right out of your plant. It's going to kind of look like your plant has dust on it, but that dust is spider mites. So I went from a couple of really nice dill plants to that's what's left after I trimmed it all out. Check this out. Yeah. So we're just gonna move forward and go ahead with the process. Step 1 and 2, wash and clean your sink and then fill it up with cold water. Step 3, rest the pot on a funny angle against the side of the counter. Hold it with your belly and then just start trimming this stuff off. When you dehydrate dill, it becomes very fragile to the touch, right? It's gonna just sort of fall apart on you. So when I dehydrate dill, I want to keep it in the long fronds. I'm not worried about the stems because the stems still taste good too, right? And I'm going to use this stuff for cooking. So all I'm going to do, get dirt all over the belly of my new shirt. Awesome. So we're just essentially going to cut it right down at the bottom of the fronds. See, and we're just leaving empty stems. Take it right here, okay? Because if you chop these right off the stems, when you go to take it out of the dehydrator, it's just going to crumble and you'll end up with half of your dill in the bottom of your dehydrator, which I mean, I clean my dehydrator after I use it every time, so that's no big deal. But I really don't want to have to clean out dill out of the bottom of the dehydrator, especially because it's so thin, right? It's a bit of a headache to work with like that. So we just chop it all off like that. We end up with that. I've got 3 more to do. All right, so as I'm going through here, okay, I found some more. Look, right, where's my finger? Look right there. You see right in front of my fingertip? You see that? There's your spider mites. Okay, you see how this dill and this dill are different colors. No, it's not picking it up. Okay, darker, brighter green. That's healthy. That's getting sick. See, right at the node here, right in front of my fingernail. See that? There's your spider mites. So I missed that going through. So I'm just going to chop that out because I'm not going to dehydrate this with that on it. Back to the grind. At least dill's nice and easy to work with. You can do the same with cilantro, super simple. If you're going to do this with cilantro, you don't want to wait for it to start to bolt. You want to get it when it's sort of like this. Once it starts to bolt, it gets stemmy and it's not as nice. So we just chop this down. Bam. Now I could take these plants outside, throw them in the sun and see if they'll regrow. I might just do that, see? We got a little one left in the center, right there. I might just throw these out in my backyard, let them sit in the sun, and see if they'll come back. Last one. Chop. Yep. So, I'm throwing out a challenge. I'm going to make an official video later on today, but I'm throwing out a challenge. We're going to do the tomato growing challenge for everybody who wants to join along this year. I'm going to write out the rules, do the video. We'll put that out today. And anybody who wants to get involved can get involved. It's fun. Just something to, you know, bring the community together and give everybody a chance to brag a little bit. Oh, see, look at that. I missed some of these. See what I'm saying? They're getting kind of gross and scummy. Because the spider mites just suck all the life right out of these plants. Just like a little plant vampire. So yeah, like I was saying, we're going to do a tomato growing challenge this year. I'm not quite sure the total rules at this point in time. Tallest plant, most weight off of one plant, you know, and I get it. Tomatoes you're not harvesting all at one time. That's okay. Just keep track of the weights, stuff like that. You know, gonna see who can grow the tallest plant. My tallest plant, in case you're wondering, is 13 feet tall. I may have a picture of that I might be able to dig up. I'm not sure. I think I took a picture. But it's all for funsies, right? But what it is it's also getting people involved in growing their own food. A little more than just, I'm going to plant a couple of plants, right? It's going to motivate you to really get out there and put a little more than a B-class effort into it. Right? Good? Sound good? I'll have a better video out later on once I sort of write the rules out. So we're just going to give this a wash in the sink. All that dill just amounted to this. So I'm probably only going to need like one tray in the dehydrator, which is fine because that means it's going to dehydrate even faster. So we'll just give it a bit of a rinse in the water there. And fingers crossed, if there's any more little nasty critters in there, they'll just drown in the water here. Take that, you little bastards, ruining my dill plants. Not impressed. I probably lost 2/3 of the dill that I had growing in the basement. So, just gonna take a tray. Okay, dehydrator tray, it's from my Salton. Oh, actually, we're skipping a step. Salad spinner, invest in one of these. They're cheap, makes your life much easier. Throw this in there like that. You don't even have to worry about getting the water out of it because salad spinner is gonna do all the work for you. Pop the top on, right? Just looks like that. Give this a second to drain out the sink. There you go. And then all you do is just has a little brake on the side right here. Just push that down, stops it from spinning. And I always move it around at least one good time. Like that. Lid back on. Get rid of that. Take our tray. Not that tray. Take this tray for the salting. And because dill is so fine, it really doesn't take long to dehydrate. It's 11:30 now, and I'll be pulling this out of the dehydrator probably by the time I go to bed. Go. Load it up. Like that. Get the lid. There's the lid right there. So we got it in the dehydrator. We got the lid on. When you're dehydrating herbs, 95 degrees. Do it low. See? Do it low. 95. Turn her on. That's it. Now we wait. But like I said, because there's not a whole lot of plant material on dill, it really doesn't take a long time. So I'll show you guys just a quick update video later on tonight, and I'll throw this up now. So you guys should be doing this. Get yourself a dehydrator. These little Sultans, you can get them on Amazon and all kinds of places. They're cheap. They're pretty much bulletproof. I've had this one here for 10 odd years. And every summer I run this thing pretty much 24 hours a day. So, okay guys? So grow good food. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Do all those good things. Smash that thumbs up. And take care.